Okay, so I come out for a walk and I want to talk a little bit about the effects of our psychology on our health. You know, I may have a lot of trouble to sleep, and what is happening with me is that I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't sleep anymore. So I just don't know what's going on. But I noticed one thing. I try to kind of play with my diet, trying to make try to have some benefits, and see if my sleep gets better, because when I wake up like 2 in the morning, 3, I can't sleep anymore. And this is horrible because when I start my day, I just don't have the energy that I need. And I also get stressed, So then sometimes I try to kind of avoid to eat, some things, sweets, sugar, wheat. I try to be healthy, but it just don't make that difference, when things come to my sleep, because I still struggling, I still having issues, Sometimes I try to like cut out rice, for example, and eat more the protein, but no. And I think about the glucose, the glucose spike. I try to don't eat that much of carbs, but it seems to don't make that difference, So then I think, that there is some psychological stuff going on, and I'm start to thinking, like, look for help, on this side, on the psychological side, and to try to improve, my psychology, and this and to see, if it has some effects on my sleeping, I have a friend that he told me, to buy the cannabis oil, cannabis oil for non-smoker, because I don't smoke marijuana, so. And because he says that it have a lot of good benefits when things come to anxiety and stuff like that, and it helps you a lot to sleep, So I may do this, I don't know. The point here on this video is how much, our psychology can affect our health, including the color of our hair, I always, have this on my mind, but as the most out there, I was always trying like different things about my diet. But now I really think that things go farther than this. It's not just diet. Anxiety, stress, it can have a lot of negative effects on your diet, on your health. Yes, it can. If you want to suggest any kind of treatment that you know about, like psychological treatment professionals, please mention that on the comments down below, because I would love to start searching about it. For example, yesterday on the morning, I had to, as my breakfast, I had black coffee and bear claw. This morning I had hot chocolate and blueberry muffin. So I used to avoid a lot of this type of food. I was always going for things that are healthier than that. I was eating this type of thing just sometimes, not. I still eating this just sometimes. But now when I eat this type of food, I eat I'm in peace, because honestly, that amount of muffin just can't make that big damage, to your health. And speaking about the color of your hair, so as you can see here, mine, is almost totally gray. Can, our psychology have effects on the color of our hair? I'm starting to think yes, I'm starting to think it does. I found a product called Meiraki. Once I was watching that guy called Brian Johnson, and as part of his protocol, at that time he was using, this Meiraki. I think he was like glad with the results, Then I ended up buying it. But when I tried it at first, I started having some side effects on my scalp. Some kind of irritation, on my scalp. I was searching why I may have that irritation, that side effect. And I got on the information that you can't mix that product with like shampoo, other hair products from other brands, because it may react and you can have some side effects. So now I will try that for 30 days, and see if it, of course, I know 30 days is like nothing, but just to have just to know where I'm going, so I will like put this 30 days, I will put 30 days as a goal to see what I can have as a result, and see if I will have any side effects on my scalp. Of course, I will not use any kind of shampoo, not like that. I will just use that Meiraki, on my hair, and see if everything will be fine. So I hope to have good results, positive results, and I'll post more videos, about it here, to see where I can get with that.